Okay, let me check this real quick, make sure it is recording. It is. Okay, so I'm out near a lake and everything's melting, but I found this nice little dirty mud puddle here, and I'm going to do a test if I can get any water in here. Let's see if we can get some in here. Looks like it's going in. Got some rocks in her. Okay, so we got some muddy water from that puddle. And now we're going to go over here. This is part of Buffalo Lake. It's a shallow part, and as you can see, there's still gunk in the water. And it's still somewhat clear, but once again, we're talking about protozoa and stuff that are kind of nasty. Let's see if I can get this up a little bit so I can show you that we still have our stuff in this bottle, which is still dirty and crappy. And we're just going to put some more water in there. So now, make sure I get this into camera here. You see how nasty that is? Nice and brown, and I don't know if I drink, there's particles at the bottom. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try and put this through a water filter called the mini sawyer. And I'm going to do it right up by my truck and drink it right out of a cup. Now, I have to warn you that first time I tried this video, it didn't work because my filter that I've been sitting for 2 years was actually clogged with dust. It's been sitting for 2 years out of the package, just sitting in a bag. Sorry about this moving around all the time and stuff like that, but I'm trying to set up a tripod here. So, it didn't really work. I got very little water out of it, and it just wasn't very cool. So, let's see if I can get that okay. So now we got our dirty water, right? Whoops, wrong way. Our dirty water, right here, right? See if I can see it. Yep, you can see it right there. And you can see the cup up there. I'm going to tilt this up so you can see me. So I'm going to take this and attach it to the water filter. Now I did check with this. The water filter, this little mini, does work on a spigot or even a hose. So we're good to go there. We're going to attach this and we're going to see what kind of water we get out of it. And just a squeeze and kind of see what happens here. We'll put it right in here. See, it flows pretty good. This should really be rank nasty water because it's sitting in a swamp. That's what that is over there. It's actually melted. Along with, of course, you can still see the water from the puddle. Now, I'm just squeezing. Now I've got about half a cup there. Now, I'm going to tell you, it looks clear. I'm very surprised. It looks very clear. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's pretty clear. Now we're going to taste it. Now this is what I want to do, check on. Does it get rid of some of the taste? Now, last time I tried it, I used some water that I kept onions in for a while, and when I drank it, it did taste a little bit like onions. Not much, but it was clear, and before I put it in there, it was nasty. I'm talking, I'd let this sit for a week. It wasn't water, but I don't know what the heck you'd call it, but they had rotten onion in it and stuff like that. This looks really clear. Smells okay. Let's give it a try. See if swamp water and water from a mud puddle will actually go through this and not get me sick. Hopefully it shouldn't get me sick. It says it's 99.99999% of stuff is removed from it. It's a 0.3 micron or 0.03 micron, I can't remember which one it was, but and it'll do up to 100 gallons. Comes with a cleaning kit, just a syringe, you can backflow it. So I would suggest anybody that has these filters, if you have them sitting around for a while out of the package, you might want to take them back, blow some water through that first, some clean water through that first, and then let it dry, and then use it later, like this, what I did with this one. But like the first time, I was squeezing so hard, I get drip. And this is for you, Dan and Murphy. I don't think I'll put this public, but maybe sometime, but not today. But we're going to try this water and see if it tastes good. That's my biggest thing, because I know they said the life straw tastes really bad. There's a lot of other ones that do too. They do filter it, which is fine, you get water, but I really don't want to be drinking skank water. This is filtered out. I mean, there's no mud in this at all. There's no silt. There's nothing. I mean, this looks like pure spring water out of a bottle, so I'm going to try it. Tastes like pure clean water. There's no taste of it at all. I've had water from bottles that don't taste this good, actually. So that's the $20 Sawyer Mini. I bought 3 of them. This is my oldest one here. Like I said, I've had it sitting out for 2, maybe 3 years, and in just a bag, and so air was getting in it and stuff like that. And it sat in my room for a long time. And like I said, the first time I tried this, it didn't work out. I couldn't get water through it, and I'm like, what in the heck? So I went home, backflowed it, and then let it dry, and then took it out again. And as you see, I just took water from a mud puddle and from a swamp. And because it's actually cold water, it tastes pretty good. Pretty cold, nice and cool, but no flavor at all. It tastes just like plain water. I mean, there's nothing to it. Very clear. Now I'll go home and backflush it again, because you're supposed to do that every time you use it. Granted, there's probably not a whole lot in there. I don't know, I can check, but you can still see that water is kind of gross. Personally, I wouldn't drink it. And all I'm using is just a vinegar bottle. Any bottle that seems to have a cap like this, anything, it works on these. Like I said, it's small, it's lightweight. You can drink it straight out of here if you want to put a bottle on here and squeeze it right in your mouth. Or they've got a squeeze bottle that you can fill up, screw it on here, squeeze the water out into another container or right into your mouth, either way. Too bad they don't give you 2 like you had on yours. I like that one. But I'm interested to see how yours works out. You should try them, and I would say definitely seal them back up when you're done and put them in your bags, because like I said, if I had this in my bag and I didn't, and I was dying of thirst, I wouldn't want to have to fiddle around with blowing it and getting it working and all that stuff. I'd have been pretty upset. But I even put this, like I said, I put it on the faucet outside, screwed it on, and turned it on. Now the seal up here, not so great, so some water spraying out, but it was shooting water out. I mean, just like a pump. So I'd say, this is a pretty good experiment. Worked out good for me. So yeah, the lakes are melting. There's still people out on the lakes fishing, which I don't understand how they're getting out there, because the whole edge of the lake is opened up. So they must have some way of getting out there. I'm not sure where, but they must be doing it somehow. But yeah, I've seen 3 or 4 people. They're not out there with houses. They're just out there cutting holes and stuff like that and fishing, just with barrowmen and stuff. But anyways, I wanted to show you that. I'm really surprised with it. I thought, no matter what, it was going to taste like crap. Especially the one from my puddle. That's been sitting there for God knows how long. Dirt and mud and silt and who knows what else in there. And it's just been there for, a couple of weeks, because it's been melting. And even if it freezes, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't kill the bacteria that you can get. So like, you can't just freeze water and melt it and say it's good to go. No, unless it's rainwater, that's a different story. But lake water, not such a good idea. Always got to boil it, if not purify it one way or another. So, anyways, that's my video for today. I'll send this off to you guys, and I will hopefully talk to you later today, and hopefully you guys will get a chance to see that video. Like I said, I'm just getting out. It's a beautiful day out. Just wanted to try something with the filter there, because I hadn't done it before. I just relied on it, and I learned something new. You can't let this stuff just sit. You got to check it, and you got to take care of it so that it doesn't get any problems with it. Like they say, if you really need to use it, you don't want to have to mess with it not working. So I would suggest anybody that has any filtration system, use it, see how it works, clean it up, and then possibly just put it in a plastic Ziploc bag and just seal it in there and put it, you know, in your pack somehow, along with the other stuff that goes with it. It's very light, very easy. It doesn't take much room. Probably go in a quart Ziploc bag. Most likely it shouldn't be a problem at all, because it's just a syringe, the bag, and then this. And this would be all you'd really need. You could scoop up water out of wherever you want with any bottle you find, hook it onto here, and squeeze it out right into your mouth or into a cup or whatever you want to do, and you don't have to worry about it. If you are, you can always boil it too, but it definitely cleans out, you know, all the mud and silt crap that's in there, and it actually tastes good. I mean, there's no aftertaste, no nothing. I mean, I've had water that I've had from people, you know, from like schools where they have the drinking fountains there, and the water tastes funny and all that stuff. This had no taste at all, none. And like I said, it came out of a swamp. I mean, I can show you. It's pretty high right now, but there's the swamp out there. You can see all the cattails and stuff like that. They have a dock out there. It's very shallow, but that's usually the first things that melt off, and that has. As you can see, the lake out there is actually melted out about 10 feet. There are some places where it's closer, but you know, everything's melting here. So anyways, that was my video, and I hope you enjoyed or learned something from it, and I will talk to you later.